Yo, 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 traders. Welcome to Simply Forex. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're all marvelous, stupendous, amazing, wonderful, great, superb, brilliant. There you go. My vocabulary there. Yeah, hope you're all well, guys. Hope you're having a good trading day. In the VIP Discord, guys, every dog and his friend is trading a Canadian dollar pair, including myself. So we'll take a look at some Canadian dollar pairs. We'll also look at the important news coming out, which is CAD related. So, you know, need to be wary of that, guys. We will also do the following. I will show you my CAD trade that I'm in. I'll show you a trade I also like as well, that's setting up now. And what else are we going to do? We're going to take all of your questions, of course, right? We're going to take all of your questions. And the editor has done a poll. And the poll today is less mental than the last one. Like the last one, I don't think anyone knew what it was talking about. But this one should be quite good, right? Because, you know, we're obviously, you know, the editor more so, right? He's up for creating new ways of us, you know, in terms of content on our channel, right? And he's asked you a question: what would make your trading sessions more exciting, or even our content, if you like? So real-time trader competitions, would you like to see that? Would you like to see me have a live chat with other pro traders, right? We've done a few in the past. We can do more of them. Daily market challenges. I guess we do that a bit, right? When we sort of discuss what you think of the market, or gamified rewards for hitting goals. Nobody's gone for that. They're mainly live chat with pro traders. So editor, you better start lining up some pro traders. All right, so we'll come back to this poll at the end, guys. Please leave your message, and also leave a comment. If you've got anything that you would like to see on the channel, then, you know, please let us know. In terms of getting traders on, competitions, that kind of thing. Yeah, let us know, guys. Yeah, you are our audience. We will listen. Unless it's a terrible idea, then we'll just politely ignore it. No, I'm only joking. There's no such thing as a bad idea. So let us know, guys. Right, let's start with saying word up hello to all the homies at Simply Forex. I've got a little gangster today. So Yasin, hi Yasin. Yasin's already got a few questions there, so that's great. We'll take a look at them, Yasin. Colin, how are you? Waz, how are you? Michael, good day, guys. Good day, mate. Leon Haywood, howdy, Tom. Extracted a good 10% profit on your Euro Aussie dollar yesterday. That is wonderful, Leon. That is music to my ears. Greg, how are you, mate? McFlave from Public Enemy. Rich Paul, what's up? How are we, guys? Hello, Brett. Hello, hello, hello. So like I say, guys, right? Every man and his dog and woman and her cat. I don't know if that's really a saying. Thank you, editor. He's getting better with the timing. I'll give him that. It's because he got a visit from HR last week, so he's a bit worried. But anyway, sorry, I'm just totally losing my trail of thought. Yes, everyone is trading Canadian dollar, right? We've got a few guys in the VIP Trading Academy selling pound Canadian dollar. I'm buying Canadian dollar Swiss franc, but it's worth pointing out first and foremost, guys, that we've got this, right? We have this coming out in, oh my God, what the hell is happening here? Looking at high dividend yield stocks. Okay, and that's what you want, actually. You want high yield dividend stocks. That's all you're interested in. Anyway, we're not talking about stocks today. We're going to talk about this, right? Coming out at 2:45. This is London GMT. We've got the BOC interest rate decision. That's not the Bank of China. That is the Bank of Canada. And they're looking to reduce the interest rate by 50 basis points, right? From 4.25 to 3.75. And as with a lot of these interest rates, right, they're usually as expected, right? Occasionally you might get surprised and there'll be 25 basis points either side, but generally they're as expected. So, you know, everyone who's in a CAD trade right now must be aware of this. And I am too, obviously, right? But this is not till later. Also, guys, I mean, if you are in a CAD trade, this will influence Canadian dollar, because this is crude oil inventories, which will have an impact on oil, which will subsequently have an impact on Canadian dollar, right? Because if oil is strong, Canadian dollar is strong, right? You should be aware of these correlations. So that will affect Canadian dollar. Also, this has got a 2-star rating, right? Which I totally disagree with. Okay. Because this is the press conference, right? So this is where the head of the Bank of Canada discusses how we arrived at that interest rate. And then he talks about future projections, estimates, state of the employment, inflation, all of these things, right? And that will ultimately lead to volatility in the Canadian dollar as well. So must be aware of this press conference coming out 45 minutes after the interest rate. Okay, so I'm just, going into a bit of detail here, guys, because I know a lot of people are in Canadian dollar trades, including yours truly. So let's look at the trade I'm in, guys, right? Now, if we look at the day chart, okay, again, we're going to ignore this candle, right? Because this is today's candle when it's forming. But at the start of the day, and also, guys, I apologize if you see like little bits of chocolate peanut M&Ms fly out of my mouth, probably not what you want to see. But I have just been stuffing my face with chocolate peanut M&Ms. I'm not proud of it, but that's what I've been doing. And they are more addictive than Gal Gadot. I don't know if she's addictive. Anyway, right. So Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, we have been ranging, right, from here to here to here to here to here to here to here. And the idea is just to sort of come back up to here, right? Not rocket science in terms of price action. Okay. I'm also seeing, right, that potentially this is I say potentially because it's not really been proven yet, but this is a new higher low, right? And we can springboard from here up to here. But just look at these, the bullishness of these wicks, right? And then all we was looking for on the H4, which we got, if I go back to real time now, and we got this break, right? We got this H4 break of structure that we were waiting for. So the daily give me my direction, guys, and then we're just looking at this H4 level here, right? It was good support, then it became good resistance, and then this candle broke it, okay? And I literally got in a little bit above that, okay, with my stop all the way down here. And I'm just looking to take price back up to here. All right, I'm roughly getting 1:1. Potentially if price does come down here, I potentially add to this position to come back up, depending on what the news does, right? So that's where I'm at with CAD Swiss franc. I'm in this trade, guys, right? And also, I just wanted to zoom out so you can see this channel. You can see price obeying this trend line, okay? Sort of hugged it here. So this is an interesting area in here for me, right? You've got, not only have you got, right, you've got the moving average 20, you've got the trend line, and you've got this gray support level, right? So this is a really interesting area. Obviously, if I'm buying the market, what I don't want to see is this bad boy. Okay. My trade is still intact. It hasn't broken any structure or, it's still intact. We're still in a H4 uptrend, but didn't want to see that candle. Okay. All right. So, this is where I'm at currently with Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. So we'll see, guys, right? And, obviously it might be a little bit news led, we'll see. There might be no reaction to the interest rate, right? If it's as expected. Yeah, we just don't know. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on this later. And what I'll do, guys, I will still be in this trade before the news. I might even, move my stop loss up a little bit just to, in case the market did do that. All right, just to reduce my risk on this trade. All right, but we'll see the state of play when the news comes out. All right, so that is the plan for Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Right, let's take a few of your questions now. Yeah, and that's the only new trade that I'm in. As Leon said, yeah, we took some money off this Euro Aussie dollar trade. So let's take a look at that. But what I did, guys, right, this is an important lesson. Okay, so I was selling basically from in here, right, and I entered again in here. Okay, now I was selling from here. This is the H4 chart, and I was selling from here. Okay, now if we just follow this, but we don't even need to look at that. This part's not important. What we need to do is we're in this trade, right, because of this big bearish candle, and then we got a bit of a retrace. Now the market is showing you that that is support, right? So listen, you know, I don't care about you. My target was down here at 6120, right? That was my TP1, right? All the way down here. But the market doesn't give a damn about your risk to reward. It really doesn't, right? But what it does give a damn about is levels. Yeah. So where there's support, it could react. Where there's resistance, it could react, right? And once price come down to here yesterday, right, I closed this trade fully, right? But I was still in this sell trade. And then when I woke up, guys, I saw this massive bullish. Well, actually, it was down. It was back down here when I woke up, right? But once we see this big bullish candle react at that level, really, I want to get out of that trade, right? Look how many buyers are down here, and look at the reaction we've had, right? So as soon as price comes back down, sorry guys, I'm getting a bit confused. After this green candle, as soon as price comes back down anywhere near here, right? I was fortunate enough to get out at 6152. I closed the remainder of my initial sell, right? I had a couple of sells. So I still closed the remainder, 80% of this initial sell, right? So I took profit out of this sell down here. Then I took 80% profit from this sell down here. And then 20% I got knocked out here. All right. So still a very hugely profitable trade, right? But listen to the market, guys. There is support here, right? And if you get a bullish enough reaction, you know, do you want to be in a trade still? My target, like I say, was down here at 6120, but the market doesn't give a damn. So trade what you see, not what you want. That's so important, guys, right? You know, because if you didn't take any profit in here, right, and then price comes up and stops you out, right, you will say to yourself, why didn't I take profit here? Like I could see the market had support at that level. Why didn't I take any profit? And you will be kicking yourself, right? So don't kick yourself. Take profit where the market says you should. Okay. So yeah, it was an interesting trade, Euro Aussie dollar as well, guys. Listen to the market, not what you want. Right, who else have we got in the house? Where are we? Godwin, how are you, Godwin? Cedric, hello. Yeah, guys, please, if you haven't joined the channel already, please subscribe to the channel right now. Smash the notification button. And if everyone could please smash the like button, right? It really helps support the channel. Merci beaucoup. I've always struggled to pronounce this. Nodroj. Joe Rod, I'm going to stop. Hi, how are you? Cedric, can we have a look at Aussie dollar CAD? Okay, Brett is short Aussie dollar CAD. Okay, we'll take a look at that. Okay, what else are we looking at? Okay, so let's take a look at Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Actually, Godwin, we're going to look at US dollar 30 first, because if your name's in green, guys, you are a supporter of the channel. Right, so you can support our channel. I think there's a gold member and a standard member. You can just support our channel if you would like to do that, and you will get priorities on the question. So Godwin, we are going to take your question first, and we're going to look at the US dollar 30. Where are we? Here we go. Right, so the Dow Jones, guys, right? Now, let's do a top-down approach. While I do, guys, while I have a quick slurp of coffee, don't forget to smash the like button. I've still got some chocolate peanut M&Ms staring at me, but it's a little unprofessional if I start munching on them during a live stream. Yeah, it is Halloween, I guess, for that noise. We're not too sure what goes on in the editor's head, guys, right? So we apologize. But only he knows. And I don't want to know. It would scare me. Right, Godwin. Weekly chart. US dollar 30, right? So if you scroll out, we know that these indices are at all-time highs, right? Before 2016, there were dinosaurs. Okay, who knew? I thought they were a little bit later than that, but 2016 apparently. Now, if you look at this, it's at all-time highs, right? So first of all, you've got no reference point up here, right? You don't know what a target is, yeah, because there is no previous price up here. And if we just looked at the weekly chart, I know I prattle on about this every time we have a live stream, right? But we're in an uptrend, clear as day, but there's just no value up here. Yeah, why would you want to start buying up here? There is value, right? Excuse my, it looks like a 3-year-old wrote that, but it's not easy with a mouse pen, right? There is no value whatsoever, right? There just isn't any. Okay, I'd wait for a retrace, moving average 20 to catch up, maybe this kind of level through here. There would be a nice buy. Okay, but right now there's no value up here on the weekly chart. However, the only thing that makes sense is to buy the indice, right? It's rocketing upwards. We've got bullish candles, but there's just no value for me. So let's carry on this analysis. Let's go back to the day chart. Now, the day chart is a different story, right? You could even put in a level through here, right? You've got like that last high, and you've got this last low. So it's at a very interesting level right now, okay? So that is a good buying area and opportunity because, again, we're in an uptrend, right? And we've had a bit of a retrace. So on the day chart, there is value. Okay. And guys, you have to piece all this together. Like there may be some value on one chart, not on another, right? And you have to piece this puzzle together. And you're also going to look at things like, well, you are going to look at things like price action, structure, but so price action in general, guys, which looks at trend and structure, looks at support and resistance, looks at candlesticks, looks at this concept of value. And the moving average 20 is a good visual representation of value. So that blue line on my chart. And then you're going to do a top-down approach, right, to make sense of it all. And that's really the skill in trading, right? Piecing all those time frames together. Now, this is potentially, like I say, a good buying opportunity, but you have to ask yourself, would you want to buy these last two candles, right? Would you want to buy those candles? And for me, it's a no, right? They're pretty bearish, okay? However, tomorrow might bring something different. Let's say we end up getting a candle, right? A green candle that looks like this, right? Then all of a sudden is looking like a good trade. We've got a bullish reaction. Buyers are in the market. That's what we want to see. And we could potentially take price up to here. But the big elephant in the room, sorry, bad joke. The elephant in the room is the weekly chart and that lack of value. Yeah, we're so overextended, overbought, whatever term you want to use. Yeah, there's no value is the term you need to think about, right? So weekly, no trade for me. Daily, yes, potential trade if we get a bit of a bullish reaction here back up to here. Let's go down the time frame. Let's look at, so weekly and daily, that generally gives me my direction, right? And overall, this is a buying opportunity, right? Even though weekly is very overbought. If we drop down to the H4, right, I mean, there's clear as day, there's a level here, right? Yeah, these levels are just so clear, guys, right? And it's all about levels, right? I'm not telling you how to suck eggs, but it's all about levels. So this is how I would trade this, okay? Now, if we break this level, right, and the day chart breaks that level, I would suggest we have some more room to the downside, okay? I think you could consider sells because of how overbought the weekly chart is, right? That's scenario number one, right? Scenario number two is this, right? We get a nice bullish reaction off here, okay? But I would still want to see, let's say we see something like this, I would still want to see a break of this level because you know there are sellers in here. But if we break this level, we could potentially start buying here, put our stop below the last swing low and take price back up to this 43,300 level. I can feel peanut M&Ms coming out of my mouth as we speak. All right, and that is scenario number two. And they're the only two scenarios I would consider trading. Yeah, these are the only two scenarios I would trade for the Dow Jones. And this is how you have to think, guys, right? When you're looking at a trade or, you know, analyzing, as you should every morning, you analyze the living daylights out the charts. You've got to say to yourself, if XYZ happens, I would sell this market, right? Or if XYZ happens, I would buy this market. If XYZ doesn't happen, I don't trade this market. And it's as binary as that, right? You either want to sell it, you want to buy it, right? And certain criteria needs to be met. Or if you don't want to do either of those things, you stay out. And keep it that binary and that black and white, guys. You really must. So yeah, there you go. That's my appraisal analytics on the Dow Jones. Hope that helps, Godwin. Who else have we got in? Shreyas, hello, how are you? Javan, how are you, Javan? Haven't seen you for a while, mate. Hope you're all well. Right, we've got some other questions here. So Cedric wanted to look at Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Funnily enough, Brett, who you can see, is one of our VIP crew. Was also looking at Aussie dollar CAD and he is selling it, right? So before we look at Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar and what we would do with it, I want to share with you the thing above my head, right? So a lot of you traders right now may be seeking capital, want to increase your funds so you can trade a bigger pool of money. If you want to do that, guys, look no further than Blueberry Funded. Okay, so right now for Blueberry Funded, they are doing 25% off any challenge right now using code Simply25. All right, and we don't know how long this 25% is going to last, guys. It's literally days, right? We don't know how many days left. It's a bit of a, you know, a special thing they've given us to pass on to you guys. So if you want a funded challenge right now, use code Simply25 at checkout and check out Blueberry Funded. Lots of checking out there. Let me have a sip of coffee as well in my Liverpool FC mug. And Liverpool are playing Arsenal this Sunday, so strap in. Right, so Aussie dollar CAD is an interesting one, right? Because again, let's start with the weekly, right? And again, you have to ignore this candle, right? Because it's a weekly candle that hasn't formed yet, right? So you can't make decisions on that. So just looking at Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, right? We are in an uptrend, okay? And we're at a key level of once resistance, now support, okay? And at that level, of support. We also have the moving average 20. And look at the wicks, right? There are buyers at that level, clearly buyers, right? And I would suggest this could potentially make its way back up to these last highs, looking at the weekly chart, right? Again, I would say difficult to disagree with that. All right, now, again, this is what you have to do multiple time frame analysis, guys, right? Now we're going to look at the day chart, and this is a totally different ball game, right? So let's come out of the back to the future button. I always feel like Doc Brown. And I'm going to put this back in. We could probably make this a bit more tidier on the H4. But generally speaking, that's what we're seeing, right? I've got too many blue lines everywhere. Let me just get rid of some blue lines. They're annoying. There you go. So this is what we're seeing, guys. Now, on the day chart, we are... Let's just follow trend and structure, because it's so important that you understand where we are, right? Now, these lows in here have never been broken because of this wick. So this level is holding. I know we've got this big red candle, but for me, that is not a break, right? And we've come back up, and this is where we're at. So I could put another line through here, right? Now, as you can see, guys, that is a descending triangle, right? If you ever get lower highs, which we are on the day chart, but you're not getting lower lows, then it is a descending triangle. Okay, the reverse is true for an uptrend, right? Yes, an ascending triangle, right? So if you ever see this, yeah, that is an diagonal line, never easy to draw. That is my best diagonal line in the history of Simply Forex. And we've been going longer than Coca-Cola, right? So that is an ascending triangle. This is a descending triangle, right? Makes sense. Look, this line is ascending, this line is descending. So we was having this discussion, right? It makes sense to, you know, I don't want to trade this until I'm out of this triangle. But if you're at the top of this triangle, trade it down to the bottom. That's basically what Brett has done, right? And I know he's mentioned it in the live chat. Okay, fine. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever, right? But then how I would want to trade it is this, okay? Because price has to go somewhere. It's going to contract, right? And it can't keep contracting, right? You know, it can't just, right? Even before here, right? Price is going to have to go somewhere. It's going to become so contracted that it will either punch up and then we have a nice buy trade on our hands, or it will break down and we have a nice sell trade on our hands. And that's what I will be waiting for with Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, right? So, yeah, we shall see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, and that's when I will react with Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay, so it's an interesting one, and it's good to talk about chart patterns. You know, maybe some of you are familiar with chart patterns, ascending and descending triangles. It's important to understand that. So yeah, there you go, guys. I'm just going to wait for that contraction and then bang, one way or the other. One way. Anyway, sorry, it's going to song now and again. Losing my mind, guys. Yeah. When I say losing, I mean lost it years ago. Right, so Aussie dollar CAD. I hope that clears up a few things for everyone. A few people were looking at that. Right, well, so we're looking on. Okay, so yeah, so Brett, yeah, part of the video. So guys, also worth mentioning, yeah, if you haven't already, please come join our trading community, right? We've got a free Discord channel, and it's free. Just come in, verify yourself, and you can speak to loads of beautiful, wonderful trading people, right? You can share ideas, have a chit chat. Also in the Discord, we have the VIP Trading Academy, right? And normally you have to pay for this. But if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers, then we will give you free access to the VIP Trading Academy. All right, so check that promo out as well. Also, guys, all our VIP traders post, I post my trade ideas, obviously, my trade signals, but we also get our other VIP traders sharing their charts and trades as well. So check it out, guys. It's a real good source of knowledge and education. Right, what else are we looking at? Full King Pepe. Hello to you. Right, what else are we looking at? Okay, so Noroj, yeah, there are some rules with Blueberry Funded. Yeah, so please go check them out. Like, there's no news trading, but to be honest with you guys, if you don't know what you're doing with news trading, don't news trade, right? What else have we got? Okay, so Leon still wants to know about silver. We can look at that. Say it with Stone. How are we? We can take a look at Euro US dollar for you, no problem. Shreyas has got 2% gains on New Zealand dollar shorts, New Zealand dollar US shorts, and US dollar Swiss franc longs. So lots of US dollar strength. Good stuff. Poo Poppy, don't remind me about the football. Poo Poppy, that's what I'm here to do. Okay, right. So what do we have here? Let's have a look at Euro US dollar for Say It with Stone. It's all this coffee, guys. I'm starting to sweat, but I'm still going to have more coffee. Hence the addiction that I have with coffee and peanut M&Ms. Does anyone else find peanut M&Ms the most nourished thing on the planet? Right, let's have a look at where are we? Euro US dollar. Right, the big thing with US dollar pairs is this. It is a battle between weekly and daily. And this is true of all US dollar pairs pretty much, right? So let's start with the weekly. Now, the weekly Euro US dollar is, I mean, just look at it. Hit once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, right? This is a key level of support for Euro US dollar, right? No ifs and buts, it's a key level. However, this is in, a weekly downtrend. So we want to sell this, but we're at support. So straight away, it's just, I almost don't have to look at any other time frame. It's just a no trade. There's no room here. There's no value, right? If I start, just to exaggerate my point, if I start selling here and my target is here, and then my stop loss has to go above the highs, right? Right, so there's my stop loss. I'm exaggerating the point, but you get what I mean, right? And there's my take profit. There's no value in that trade, right? I'm risking like 1,000 to get 1. All right. Now, if Liverpool were playing at home against Scunthorpe, yeah, you put £1,000 on and you get £1 back, right? Not worth your time, yeah? And it's the same with Euro US dollar, right? This is where we're at, okay? If we look at the day chart, again, it's clearly in a downtrend, right? But there's no value. And secondly, it's so oversold, right? I don't need to bring up the RSI, but let's just do that for visual representation, right? And this tells you, yeah, if we're below this dotted line, which is the 30, right, we are oversold. Overextended, oversold, whatever the hell you want to call it, there is no value here, right? So there's nothing to do with Euro US dollar, right? There's no trade. What would I want to see to get a trade? Potentially an against trend trade. If we ended up getting, let's say we got a really bullish green candle that looked like this, yeah, at this level of weekly support. We could have a counter trend trade, but I'm definitely not looking to sell that into this level. Right, it probably has a little bit more to go down to this 107.50 level, but again, no value in this. So euro US dollar, I'm pretty much going to be out of this. I'm not going to be looking at this trade. Is the way it's setting up. So yeah, there you go. Say it with Stone. What else are we looking at today? Tony Gold, appreciate your time today, Trader Tom. You are very welcome, Tony. I appreciate the kind words. Also, guys, let's take a quick look at the poll, because the editor goes to all this trouble to do the poll, and I always ignore it because I'm an ignorant. No, I'm only joking. So the poll is in. Editor, are you listening? Drum roll, please. I'm only joking. Right. What would make your trading sessions more exciting? Thank you. We are in perfect harmony. So real-time trading competitions, 30%. So just to let you know, really, I mean, we are in the process of trying to put together a trading competition, right? The thing with a trading competition is you would all need to be with the same broker, right? Because you would all be trading a set amount of money with the same broker who can track all of your accounts and performance, right? Let's say we just give everyone a $10,000 account, and you went away and traded for a month, and the winner we would shower with prizes, like a week away with Gal Gadot, or a home game at Anfield, or a visit from the editor. It's more like punishment. But you know what I mean? That's how we would roll with the tournament, right? And if you like the sound of that, please in the live chat just put yes. Say yes. If you think that's a good idea, then put yes. You'd all need to sign up with the same broker. We'll do a 10 grand account and everyone trades. The winner will get prizes. Let's say top 3, top 10 get prizes. Okay. Please let us know, guys. If you're interested in doing that, put yes in the live chat right now. The next one is a live chat with pro traders. Okay, and this is the high, so this is like 50% of you. So yeah, we've had some traders on in the past, so we could perhaps revisit some of those, or the editor needs to pull his finger out and find more traders. And also, guys, the editor has just farted. If you've got any ideas as to which traders you would like on, again, we will contact them. We're quite open, guys. Like I say, it's a trading community. We want your ideas to help grow the community. Okay, so don't be shy, right? Tell us what traders you would like on. That would be great. And the other 2 ideas, less so. Okay, so let's see who is up for a trading competition. Okay, so primes, you can have a night with Gal Gadot if you win the trading competition. Okay, we may need to clear this with Gal Gadot, right? She may not be game. I won't promise that as first prize, but we'll see. And we've only got 2 responses. We've got yes and yes, and one of them was simply Forex. Okay. All right, guys. But anyway, let us know. Let us know what you think. And even if it's on any of our videos during the week, any of our live streams, any of our daily analysis vids, leave a comment. What would you like to see on the channel? We are all ears. There's no such thing as a bad idea. And if it is a bad idea, we will ignore it. No, I'm only joking. Yeah, just leave your ideas. Right, what else are we looking at here? Shreyas, is the 25% off only for first-time users, or can I buy multiple challenges with the code? Shreyas, I believe you can buy multiple challenges. Yeah, I believe you can. I think you can buy 2 challenges. So yeah, I think you can buy another challenge with that 25% off code. So why not? While that code is running, why not try it? What else have we got? Any other questions? Silver. So Leon wants to look at silver. So, I mean, before I even look at the chart, guys, right, I know the problem with gold and silver and its value. It's the problem with a lot of US dollar pairs, right? This is a US dollar pair, right? Then gold is a US dollar pair, right? Silver is a US dollar pair, right? There's just no value in these trades at the moment. Yeah, none. You know, again, like, you know, even if we went to the H4, right? Okay, the H4 isn't as bad as I thought it would be. You know, even if I start buying in here, I still need to put my stop loss below here, right? And then that's my target. So if you think about that for a minute, guys, this is my stop loss. That blue line is my target on silver. And then all you need to do is this, right? So that is 170 pips, so 85 pips. Yeah, about here, right? That's where I could start potentially buying silver, right? Because that's the point at which I get 1:1. So, okay, on the H4, silver does make some sense, but just look at the daily, guys. Like, it's so overbought, but look how bullish that candle is, right? That is suggesting it will go higher. Okay, same with gold, right? Look how, you know, if we thought this candle, we were thinking, okay, maybe this crazy gold buying frenzy is running out of steam, right? The next day, bang, no, we're not. What are you talking about? Yeah, we are still super bullish, right? So, you know, nobody knows the top of gold, right? Where it's going to hit its top and retrace, right? Or silver. But all I know is I want to trade the retrace. Yeah, I don't want to trade price up here because there's just no value, right? So retrace into here would be a nice level, right? Moving average 20 catches up. Then I think we've got a nice buy trade. Okay, so really, you know, guys, really think about that concept of value. Let's look on the H4. Okay, so on the H4, it doesn't look so bad either. But yeah, there's just no value for me there, guys, with those pairs. Okay, CJ, afternoon, Tom, tuning in late. CJ, very late. There's like detention and stuff for being this late. I've had some fancy eggs on toast for lunch. Is it as in they're fancy eggs, or it was fancy egg on toast? Very nice. What did I have for lunch today? I had minced chicken with like cabbage and carrot in some funny sauce with rice is what I had. I don't know what it's called. The missus cooked it and it was very nice. And if I don't say it's very nice, she beats me. So it was very nice. Primes is saying 5,000 for gold next month. Could well happen, Primes. I don't doubt it. All right, guys. So I've just seen the time. Thank you very much, guys. If everyone could please subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button. Don't forget to check out Blueberry Funded right now. 25% off any challenge if you want to increase your capital to trade with. Check that out as well, guys. Have a great trading day. Don't forget to join me tomorrow, same time, 8 a.m. New York EST time for more of the same on the live stream. Adios, amigos.